The Independence Police Department is under new leadership for the third time in just 2 months. The most recent change comes after a city investigation into the department's use of overtime. A source close to the investigation says former acting police chief Ken Jernigan is on paid administrative leave now. Abby Dodge has been following this story very closely for us. Abby, is there evidence here that this problem is larger than that one officer's OT?
Well, we received an open records request, and in that records that we received, we got the salaries of people who work for the city across the entire city of Independence, and we found that some of the highest paid employees here are making the majority of their money from overtime. The city of Independence announced its investigation last week. The city manager says a whistleblower tipped them off, saying an officer was getting paid for what they're calling handyman work. The city confirmed the allegations and said an officer did log 2,800 hours of OT last year. That added up to more than $160,000 in additional pay. Through an open records request, we found a total of 3 officers with more than $100,000 in overtime pay. When we asked City Manager Zach Walker about our findings, he pointed out the city's more than 30 vacant officer positions.
So it is not totally outside the realm of possibility that somebody who really put a priority on earning overtime and dedicated themselves to taking every chance they got would have earned a great deal of overtime.
The city says it's focused on its current investigations, but the scope could expand.
It calls into question how overtime is being administered in general.
Through our records request, we received photos of the work officers did on the jail. These photos showed what the old booking area looked like before these renovations took place. KCTV5 also obtained these overtime slips. It shows the officer logged hours for painting walls and replacing flooring and ceiling tiles. Many of the slips read per Chief Halsey. Former Chief Brad Halsey retired in early December. The city says it expects its personnel-related investigation to take 2 to 3 weeks.
Nothing has changed about our mindset about this. We still don't find this acceptable. We know that people want answers now, and we're working as quickly as we can to get those without rushing so fast that we make our own errors in our investigation.
Now, the City of Independence is holding an executive city council session tomorrow night. The discussion, personnel matters. There's still a lot more to uncover in this case, and we're going to keep digging for answers until we get all of our questions answered. Live in Independence, Abby Dodge, KCTV5 News.
Thank you, Abby.